Did you ever wonder what it would be like to be one of the last people on Earth?
We're talking Ghost Town!
Who would you see?
There's nobody. There's nobody. Ah!
What would you do?
Hey, I'm sorry if the end of the world makes me a little nervous.
Where would you go?
The stars are open!
Well, get ready to find out, because the comet is coming into your orbit.
The legal drinking age is now 10, but you will need ID. Let's be real.
It's the night of the comet.
What do you give me if I come back?
Texas?
Night of the comet.
I'll be taking requests from all you teenage comet zombies.
The night the teenagers ruled the world.
Yeah!
Night of the comet.
The burden of civilization is on us.
Bitchin', isn't it?
Yo, what's up everybody? And no, don't be confused. I'm still taking a break from YouTube, but I had to get on here today because it's New Year's Eve. We're bound for 2019, and what better way to bring in 2019 than talking about my all-time favorite fucking movie that I couldn't go the rest of this year without talking about. And it is Night of the Comet, released in 1984. Oh man, I love this fucking movie. It's just awesome. As you've seen an opening trailer of it, you know, it has everything that embodies the 80s. The music, the fashion, the babes, the comedy, the cheesiness, the horror aspects. This movie has a little bit of everything to offer in it. Has Catherine Mary Stewart playing Reggie and Kelly Maroney playing Samantha. Now, a little trivia fact for y'all that you might not know is that the girl who plays Samantha, the dumb blonde in this, who kind of started the trend of dumb blondes in movies, I would say anyways, she was lucky to get the part of Samantha because if you didn't know, the leading actress that was also in the running for that role was none other than Heather Langenkamp from the famous Nightmare on Elm Street film. Now, Heather auditioned for that role, but she was turned down in favor of Kelly. Which, if you ask me, I think Kelly is better suited for that role. She just has that bubbly blonde personality, you know. She comes across very natural as a blonde. So I don't need to wait for the results on the blood test of that one. I can guess what they say about that one. Anyways, yeah. Wouldn't it be cool, though, if Heather Langenkamp would have got the part of Sam in Night of the Comet? I don't think so. I think she's better as Nancy. And what would that have done for the Elm Street franchise as a whole if she would have got the part in Night of the Comet and didn't get the part of Nancy? Like, think about it. That could have fucked everything up. Elm Street would not be the franchise that it is today if Heather hadn't got the part of Nancy. So, it gives you something to think about, you know? You got to think of the bigger picture and scope. Also, I'm going to go ahead and jump into my likes and I wouldn't say dislikes, but there really ain't nothing. There is one small negative about this that I'll mention. But my likes is the fact that I love the fact that they gave us a post-apocalyptic movie that focuses almost entirely on the teenagers of the world and two teenagers in question. Because after a comet has came through Earth's atmosphere, it has evaporated virtually everybody overnight. Like, everybody has been reduced to calcium dust. There's nothing left of them, you know. And the ones that are surviving is being affected by the comet, but slower, you know. And they're becoming what the first people, you know, the first victims of the comet's effects initially became, which is nothing more than reduced to calcium dust. And clothes all over the street, like somebody had a fucking rave and everybody got naked and their bones and shit, it's all gone. It's all evaporated. But the ones that are left to remain, they're pretty much turned into these fucking zombies, which brings up another point that I want to bring up is that the original title for this movie was called Teenage Comet Zombies. I don't know if I would have liked this movie as much if they would have called it that. Teenage Comet Zombies. It's catchy, but Night of the Comet just, it hits the tongue better. It rolls off the tongue better, you know, to me anyways. Like I said, I've seen this movie countless times and just going up to somebody and being like, hey dude, do you got a copy of Teenage Comet Zombies? Like, it just, I don't know. But if you don't know what the zombies in this movie look like because you've never seen this shit, and if you've been under a fucking rock for the last 30 damn years, I'm going to go ahead and roll a clip and let y'all see what the zombies in Night of the Comet look like. Because it's got a lot of Dawn of the Dead 1979 vibes in this. So go ahead and check this out.
Oh, damn it, damn it.
Oh, gross. Larry?
What is this, trick or treat?
Come here!
What?
Come here!
Come here, your ass. Look. I don't know what your scene is, but don't do anything stupid, okay? No, you don't seem to understand. I've been trained to take care of myself, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to hurt you. Oh, shit. Come on, come on!
Ass. Yes, it was bad fucking ass. I love the way Reggie kicked his ass. That girl does not fuck around in this. She plays a very promiscuous, very bad girl, as all girls in the 80s were. She's a great final girl, which actually there's two final girls in this, Sam and Reggie. So, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen this shit, they both fucking survive and they kick ass in the post-apocalyptic world. So, that's your fault for not getting the fuck out there and buying this shit. But yeah, Reggie's a badass. She loves video games. She loves playing arcades and shit. And she's very popular with the boys. I'm not saying she's a hoe. I'm not saying she's a gold digger. But she ain't fucking with no broke. Thought I was going to say it, didn't you? Anyways, yeah, Reggie's pretty damn cool. She's pretty much, before all the shit goes down, she was all about boys and fucking and ripping her boss off at work. Working at the local movie theater. She was an usher and shit, went around cleaning the rooms, and up until that point, she lived a relatively normal life. But her and Sam had a bitch stepmother from hell that I could not stand. I hated this fucking bitch, Doris. She's a dick-hopping, slutty, gold-digging bitch. So their dad's a military soldier. He's all fighting a war somewhere, and Reggie and Sam had to survive on their own. And they thought all hope was lost until they run into Robert Beltran's character, Hector. Now, Hector was a pretty cool character, too. He's pretty much the bodyguard of Reggie and Sam in this. You don't get too much in depth with his backstory, but apparently he's a truck driver, and he was, going on his way and shit across the country, and he ran into town in L.A., where this movie takes place, and sees the aftermath of the comet. So he takes it upon himself to protect Sam and Reggie for the remainder of the movie, you know. And this movie has a little bit of everything for everybody. Like I said, it's got comedy, horror aspects, great music soundtrack. The 80s is fucking awesome in this. I love the music they chose in this. It's actually got a cover song of Girls Just Want to Have Fun by Cyndi Lauper. It's not Cindy singing it, but it's somebody else, but they still nail the fuck out of it. So, you know, for them reasons alone, I just love the hell out of this shit. And I'm trying to think. There's a few scenes in this that I actually do enjoy quite a bit. There's a few lines in here that are very memorable. You know, like when Sam is being taught how to use a gun by Reggie, you know, and she doesn't know how to use it because it's a Uzi. And she's like, you know, this is the problem with these things. You know, they always get jammed. And she just shoots up a fucking car for target practice. And after that, the car's fucked. You know, and Reggie walks away and she's like, well, or Sam walked away and Reggie's like, well, the car didn't know the difference. So, you know, there's a lot of cool shit in this to love, to like. But here's one of my favorite scenes out of the entire movie that I've never forgotten ever since I've seen this shit. And you probably never will either once you see this crazy shit.
I'm sorry, miss. I can't have you holding one of my people hostage.
Even if you pull the trigger, I can still take him out. And you.
Come on, Willie, she means it.
Miss, you're not getting the point. I can't have you holding one of my people hostage.
You're crazy!
I'm not crazy, I just don't give a fuck.
I'm not crazy, I just don't give a fuck. That's right there, man. That's like the selling point of this movie, you know. Those are 3 or 4 thugs that are left in the mall that Sam and Reggie decide to take shelter in towards the end of the third act of this movie. They pretty much try to kidnap Sam and Reggie and harvest them for their blood or something, because apparently the zombies in this try to use living humans' blood to survive on, you know. There's some scientists, a research group, like a think tank somewhere out in the desert that has been surviving up to this point and trying to study what's left of the humans in the cities and shit, and then take what's left of the remaining survivors and promise them a safe harbor, but actually they're kind of sick fucks because they want to take the last remaining survivors and take them to this healthcare unit or whatever the fuck they got out here in the middle of the desert, in the middle of God's fucking nowhere, and harvest them for their blood to use it as a serum to push away the negative effects of the comet. So it's a lot of crazy shit in this. Very sci-fi, very 80s, very dated. But that's really the only negatives I can think of, you know. The only big negative I have about it is that they didn't make a fucking sequel because it was owned by MGM, but there was a lot of rights issues and shit after this movie came out. So for some reason or another, they weren't able to make a sequel for this. And that's too bad because it's a timeless classic. If you haven't seen it, go on YouTube, watch it right now. It's available free on here. The Scream Shout Factory version of this is pretty damn good, pretty badass, available on Blu-ray as well. So anyways, yeah, I wanted to jump on here and talk about this because it's New Year's Eve, and I thought what better way to end 2018 than to get on here and talk about my favorite fucking movie, Night of the Comet. So if you haven't seen it, go on here and watch that shit right now. And like I said, I'm still taking my break after today, but I will be back at some point in 2019. So happy fucking New Year to everybody, to all my friends in the Horror 101 enthusiast group, and everybody that I've made friends with on here. God bless you, and take it easy.